there's a lot happened, but yeah, I think it was very successful initiative, because just yesterday we have had this press conference, and in just 2 hours later, what we have said at the conference, that the government has felt that they have to reply to this, and they have released their own, text. So it was, I mean, I'm trying to joke, that they felt that they have to respond to our initiative. But it was a very good coincidence, just 2 hours later, that of course there are many shortcomings of the text, and we have discussed this yesterday in length at our meeting with diaspora members. This was very valuable for me, because we have been today to Agos and Hrant Dink Foundation, and what I've heard there about, the comments on the text was very different what the diaspora members have, said the day before, and I'm just trying to understand what it means for us. But one point I would like to emphasize is that the text itself is opening a new space for us to operate much easier than before here. And today, a friend of a colleague of me has asked me if DurDe would just respond to this statement of the Prime Minister, and I'm not so sure if he can, because there are so many different views about it, and different sensible, different approaches and so on, and I feel very much afraid to say something, and that some stakeholders will be disappointed, but the others will be happy, and so on. So we should evaluate it and think about which steps we take further. So that's actually to say that I'm trying to think in that way, that we don't just make politics in the local context, but we should also take into consideration the international dimension and the point of view, the diaspora's point of view, and what the friends from Armenia maybe think about it, and so on. That's what I have learned from this partnership, actually. Before that, I was just thinking within the limits of the local context. Now I'm trying to put all these different dimensions and different point of views from different stakeholders and partners and so on. So I believe that this is a very valuable experience for me, for us. Okay, just few words about some points. Maybe you didn't just see, but which is important for our work within the context of Turkish politics and so on. First of all, just to remind, this year we have organized the commemorations for the first time within a common platform. In previous years, IHD, DurDe, and some other, if somebody else organized something, were just separate commemorations. This year we have set up this platform, and we have, for the first time, organized the commemorations together. So that's very important, I think. I would say it's a historical step forward. And the second point is, I was just telling one of, I don't know, maybe commemorations. We organize it. This has been the 5th year in consecutive years, but I've just tried to understand what is the connection, the European delegation and the local initiative commemorations here and the connection, you know. And I think there was a very, very important input of the delegation into this local initiative of the commemorations. And all this combination, I mean, for instance, at Haydarpaşa, the commemoration was a combination of the local initiative and the European initiative, and the new initiative of this common commemoration, very perfectly, you know, combined. Actually, the speeches of the delegation, it was really perfect, and it helped us very much to promote our cause here. So that shows me that our initiative as project between EGAM, AGBU, and DurDe was very valuable to make a, you know, contribution to our local initiative here. And the meeting with yesterday's meeting at Cezayir again about the 2015 was also very, very, very important in my view, because it was for the first time the Turkish organizations involved in organizing the commemorations in Turkey came together with the very important leaders of diaspora and just to discuss how to you know, organize 2015 and further beyond the commemorations and events together. So this was also a very historically important event. Okay, maybe we didn't come out with some concrete results, but as a starting point, the first step, it was very, very, very important. And thanks to, again, our European initiative that this has happened, you know. So I can say many other maybe minor points and so on, but just I would like to emphasize that all my colleagues, the DurDe colleagues, but all any other friends I have met today who are you know, engaged in this process were very, very, very happy with the outcome of the commemorations. So also then I'm also happy because of that. Thank you. I mean, you have really, maybe you don't notice it, but you have really very concretely contributed to these outcomes in this manner. Thank you very much.
Bravo.